Welcome back. I'm Eric.
And I'm Kevin, and this is Exploring Whiskey. Today, we're going to slide back into Tennessee, our own state. Yeah, not even Tennessee, but Nashville itself. So we are going to be talking about the Peg Leg Porker, the 8-year. Peg Leg Porker is a local downtown Nashville barbecue joint.
Mm-hmm. It's got some tasty barbecue.
I still haven't made it. I really need to make it there. I have seen them on Barbecue Pitmasters. So the guy who owns it, he actually lost his leg to cancer. So he actually has a peg leg that he uses. Mm-hmm. So sometimes, I'm sure he has a regular prosthetic some of the time. So I don't think he's walking around like a pirate the whole time.
No.
This is a sourced whiskey.
Most people think it's Dickel.
They don't talk about it at all. He's never released it. No one's ever released it.
Well, it kind of goes with his barbecue. He probably doesn't give up the secret to his rubs or anything else. So
that's
he's not
right.
going to give up the secret to his whiskey either.
The fun part is the way it's filtered. So that's the part, like Tennessee whiskey, the difference between that and bourbon is the fact that there's a charcoal filtering afterward. And they do it differently.
Well, most ones on maple, that's sweet.
Yep.
Not this one.
No, they actually use the hickory wood from the smokers, use that as the charcoal, and they filter it not in between the distillation and the barreling. They filter it after the barreling, before the bottling. So it's a totally different way of doing it. I mean, yeah, I guess it looks a little bit lighter, but I would think filtering it, they can't be filtering it through that much, because you would think that color would get stripped right out by doing that. So not sure. And it's really hard. I mean, that website is, you can't click on anything. Like, here's our lineup. It's very, very simplistic. So they are not sharing much information. Part of the fun, like you said, I like it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's not sharing his rubs or his sauces. So I'm sure he's not sharing this one either.
I was expecting maybe a hint of that hickory,
a little more smoke
on the nose. I'm not really getting it.
No,
I'm getting some sweetness to it, but it's nothing really jumps out.
Well, I got sweet. I have a touch of rye, and I have that Dickel funk.
Oh yeah.
It really does smell like Dickel. So if it's not, they make it smell like Dickel. But Dickel has that. I don't know what it is. It's not peanut like Knob Creek. But there's a very specific like corn mustiness that Dickel has.
It's kind of got that little dry.
Yes, yeah, the dusty corn kind of notes in there. That's solid. That's really smooth. We're looking at 90 proof here, obviously 8 years aged, and they're sweet. There's a lot of sweet.
Yeah.
There's some corn. Some caramel.
I feel heavy on the corn.
Yeah. It's a lot of corn. Really would be interested to know what the mash bill on this.
I mean, after tasting it, like even the nose now is twice as sweet.
Yeah. It's syrupy. A little bit. Funny.
I pick up a little bit of that oak wood.
Yeah. Yeah. There's definitely a barrel note to it.
Yeah.
No question. But it's not. I mean, sweet's the primary note. Mm-hmm. There's a little warmth.
Yeah,
it's not like a full hug. Maybe it's like a Tennessee tickle instead of a Kentucky hug. I'm not sure, but it's there. Like there's a little bit of a warmth that comes through. 90 proof. You're going to start getting to the point where you're getting a little bit of a warmth coming through, but interesting.
Yeah.
There's a couple funny notes on the nose that don't tend to, it doesn't seem to carry through on the taste as much. So I do wonder if they did filter after the aging, if that kind of like muted out a lot of the notes.
I'm picking up a lot of that oak, more so than anything else. And it kind of hangs around.
Well, I don't know. It hasn't come through real strong yet. It's there, but it's not like a super strong.
For 90 proof, I was really surprised that you got a little bit of a hug.
Yeah. And there's not a burn. That's the funny part. Like it's not a burn. It's just a warmth. Yeah. It's nice. Kind of like that. So rumor, well, everything's about this is there's a lot of rumors for this because nothing's well known, but they're looking at 84% corn Yeah, buy that. 8% rye and 8% malted barley.
Yeah.
Buy that. It's a heavy, heavy corn bourbon. Whiskey, Tennessee whiskey. Not a bourbon, because they do that filtering.
If I'm not mistaken, this one's relatively young.
Well, it's 8 year.
Well, but they say 8 year, but isn't it a mix of like a 4 and a 6? And
No, they have another bottle. They have 3 different bottles now.
Okay.
So they have a 4 to 6, which is no age statement. They have a 4 to 6 line. This is the 8 year, and then they also have a 12 year.
Okay.
So no, this is 8 year,
8 year.
but I mean it's right on 8 years. I don't. It's not coming across as super mellow like the 10 to 12 range. So, but no, it is definitely 8 years.
I've seen the 12 out on the shelves, but I've not had it yet.
Yeah, I've never had it either. This was totally an impulse buy, mostly because I got a really good deal.
I remember when I was going to buy the 12 year, but a little sticker shock.
I'm not sure. I don't know what's the MSRP on that guy. It's more like 80, 90.
Yeah, I think it was closer to 75, 80 bucks.
Okay. So the MSRP for this is $50. I paid $43. I was super happy about that. I was like, nice. So I felt like that was a pretty solid deal, and yeah, that definitely makes me want to. I got to try it if I'm getting such a great sale, right? Yeah, I mean, if you like heavy corn whiskeys, this is it. Really, it's not. I'm not going to say it's great. It's not bad. It's similar to if you like Dickel.
I like the Dickel bottled in bond.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
This one,
it's everything's a little muted on the
just
taste.
okay. It's just okay.
Yeah. And we'll call it $50. At $50, I don't want okay. I want pretty damn good.
We can track down a good deal on the 12 year.
Maybe. We'll keep our eye out, definitely. And the 4 to 6. I'd be interested to see what a younger version of that would be. I would think sharper.
Yeah.
Because this is already, I'm really starting to get a lot of the sharp notes on the taste. I just took a bigger mouthful of the whiskey, and there's a lot of sharp notes around the edges on that. Interesting, but not. I wouldn't recommend it for 50.
For trying to sell some whiskey based off the restaurant.
I'd enjoy drinking this with some barbecue. There's no credit. Like I wouldn't say no to that.
No.
A pour of this with a big slab of ribs.
Yep.
I wouldn't say
some
no.
Brisket.
Yes, exactly. So, but overall,
But I mean,
solid.
Kudos to him for
Give it a shot.
giving it a shot. Again, it's just kind of in the middle. It's
Yeah,
not.
it's okay. It's okay.
Now I'm anxious to try the 12. See if it's the kind of.
Yeah. Again, I'd like to see what the 12 and how that ages and if the notes change and mellow a little bit. I'd also like to try the 4 to 6 just to see how sharp that is. Because
Yeah.
I got to assume that's kind of pretty brutal, actually, is my initial thought. Again, corn whiskey, that's really what that comes off on. Super sweet, and then on the nose, and then kind of a little bland on the palate.
Yep.
It's a try. Why not?
It's all right. Well, another episode drinking something local.
Yep.
From our backyard. But we appreciate you joining this episode. We encourage you to hit the like button at the bottom of the screen.
And while you're down there, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon to get notified every time we put out a new show. And hey, let us know, is there's something local to you that you really enjoy? Maybe in a little bit of a traveling excursion, we could try to find something more regional and local like this. That is one of the things I forgot to mention.
Yeah, they're only in like 6 states.
Yeah,
It's
they're
kind of
very
weird.
limited in where they're sending it to. So I know it's Tennessee, New York, Oklahoma, Louisiana,
North Carolina.
Yeah.
One more out there.
Yeah, I can't
There's
remember.
another one, but yeah.
They're supposed to be releasing in Georgia and Kentucky soon.
Yeah, their
So
distributions.
it's very odd.
I feel like they would kind of.
Yeah, stay regionally.
Stay regional around
maybe like
Tennessee,
a southeast or at least around Tennessee. It's a little funny, but yeah, let us know if you got something near you that we could maybe give a shot. Let us know.
All right, we look forward to seeing you all in the next episode.
Thanks for watching.
Cheers.
Cheers.